All right. So, welcome to this month's trivia. It's a lot of work to put together, and so the questions are made up, and so are the answers. So it goes together. No, the questions I came up with, and I went on Google to verify. So if somebody's listening to this, they're like, "That's not true." It's from Google. Okay, so if it's on the internet, it's got to be true, probably. But we've got on this episode, we've got two people to pop their podcast cherries. We've got Byron Allward, local dairy farmer. Ben Black, local logger. Boys, how's it going?
Good.
Good. Byron, been out. I go coon hunting with Byron, and you guys got actually the best night we've ever had coon hunting. We got 11 in less than 2 hours on a 10-acre cornfield.
Yeah.
And then people will ask, they're like, "Well, why do you hunt the coons? Like, why do you shoot them if you're not going to eat them or whatever?" Like, Byron, you want to say like they cost you guys a couple bucks?
They cost thousands of dollars in damages.
Yeah, they do. They and then plus they even go in the barn and scare your cows and.
Oh yeah, they're just a general nuisance.
Yeah, they. Anyways, we have some good times out there because we don't hunt at your place a big area. It's not. It's pretty small, but like we always get at least 5 or 6.
Yeah,
coon?
30 or 40 acres patch that we kind of go through and like always get 5 or 6.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a good time, and I like that we just let the dogs go. We're just walking around a small area, and sure enough, they're just getting them, treeing them. But you guys got a lot. But it's the perfect place where you guys got cornfields there, a brook running through with apple trees, and like choke cherries and everything. Like if you could build the perfect coon hunting habitat, you guys have created it.
Yeah.
Plus,
good work on our part.
Yes, right. And then Ben, this is not your first time on a camera or anything. He's got an OnlyFans. Look, no, Ben, you've got a Spruce Tree Outdoors on YouTube, and then Ben, you just got into taxidermy.
I did, yeah.
And then I've seen your work, and maybe you should stick with what you've been doing. No, it's kidding. No, but it looks pretty good. Your first taxidermy. You've been doing. You've got one deer under your belt, and the other one's.
Just about done. I just got to finish his eyes and whatnot, but it's coming along a lot better than I expected, at least. So
yeah. But we were talking earlier, so like no one showed you what to do.
I just been watching a pile of YouTube videos and reading a few things online and kind of trial by error. And
that's crazy. It looks fine. Yeah. But you're saying like, is it foxes and coyotes? They're harder to do.
Yeah, well, from what I found out, because I did a fox and a coyote first, and they say that predators are a little bit harder because their eyes are closer together, so everything has to be a little more symmetrical when you're doing it because you see it when you're looking at it, whereas a deer or a moose or something, their eyes are on the side. So if it's not perfect, you don't notice it when you're kind of looking at it. So you got a little more wiggle room there, I guess.
Okay, yeah.
And smaller animals are harder to work on. Like you're going to get a few more cuts in the skin when you're fleshing them out.
So like if you're doing like a weasel would be harder than a deer?
Oh, like I see, actually there was a lot of guys, I was just looking around because I see some people are trying to get fishers and weasels and stuff mounted. And a lot of the guys in the States are charging upwards of $1,500 to do like a fisher or a weasel because it's so technical.
Really? Because I think I was telling you.
Even like a rabbit charging $1,200 American to do a rabbit.
I mean, I was looking at getting her otter done. And someone quoted me like $800. I thought that was steep. I'm like, geez, just an otter.
It's probably actually a pretty good deal.
But, yeah, really.
Yeah, it's a lot of work to it, and they're small. And like I said, they're really.
I just got to make a phone call then, real quick.
Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, I've definitely got no interest in doing those.
Okay,
for now,
I was going to ask, but
just because it's so tedious, and I just would not be comfortable.
Really, more so than the deer. You think like the bigger, the more work it'd be. And then with birds and stuff, you haven't done any birds, have you?
No, but my wife, she said that she might be interested in trying something like that. I was like, hey, well, there you go.
But don't you have to like do each feather?
Yeah, they say you got to skin it and you have to place every feather, and it's quite a process. And I don't know if I have the patience for that.
Like 1, 2, like screw it. I don't have the patience for that kind of thing. But I respect the people that do.
Well, maybe someday I'll try. We'll see.
Well, that'd be cool. Like get a pheasant done. Turkeys,
well, there's not
ducks.
many people doing waterfowl or anything, right? So I think that would be a pretty good market for somebody. But
no, it'd be
even fish would be.
Yeah, well, how do you do with fish?
Well, they say what you do now. I think with fish, you kind of
freeze them.
You can put something on their skin and you kind of print them on to like a whatever form they're using. So then you kind of go back and you airbrush it.
Yeah.
Instead of because you can't really like preserve fish.
Airbrush it. That sounds tricky. Like you
get the design and you kind of
Yeah,
You know,
that's cool. That sounds tricky.
it's above my pay grade.
You're like
that's for
sticking
sure.
sparkles on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one was a rainbow fish.
Yeah.
Just kind of make him look a little gay, I guess. Put some sprinkles on him, this and that. And then also, we've got the reigning champs, Dalton Patterson and Kyle Gillies. You guys dominated, destroyed, and debunked the myth that you guys were going to lose on the last trivia challenge.
Yeah, the team no skills ended up
You
winning.
guys won, yes. Yeah. Kyle, did anything to say from the reigning champs? You guys feeling confident again this time?
I bet it was confident as last time.
Okay, all right. So,
Not
well,
very.
it worked for you last time, all right?
Well,
It
I
worked.
think there's a taxidermist and a guide, right? You're a guide? Yeah.
And a
Sitting
farmer.
across
Trying
and a
to, yeah.
farmer. So
Yeah.
I feel like we might have a little more competition here tonight.
Well, we've got a
Just guessing.
firefighter and a welder on this side. And not to mention your host with the most who knows the least, myself. So you guys know how this works. You guys don't, so I'm going to explain it. So I'm going to ask a question. The questions are multiple choice. I'll give you as much time as I think you need to answer it. If you guys haven't answered it in that loud amount of time that I have made up in my head, the other team can do it. If they get it right, they'll get that point. You guys don't lose any points. Obviously, it's a 50-50 chance after. If they don't get it right, we're done. Okay, I'm just going to tell you guys what the answer is after that. So you get a chance, you get a chance. You can't have a game without prizes. What are we playing for today, boys? Well, let me tell you. We are playing for 2 brand new Inukshuk toques. Inukshuk dog food. I'm telling you, I feed it. A lot of guys feed it around. Ben, do you feed it?
No, but I was actually gonna
Talk to me about Yep.
look into it.
100%.
Yeah.
So, where they don't sell to any big box stores or anything like that, like Walmart or things, their prices stay good because they don't have somebody else jacking up the price on them and everything like that. It's really good stuff. They've got it for all stages, from puppies to like if you're running sled dogs and none of it or whatever. It's really good stuff. It doesn't have a bunch of fillers in it, and the fact that it's such good high calories and everything, you're not feeding as much. So, like, if you're feeding your dog, say, 2 scoops of this other brand, chances are with the Inukshuk, you might only have to feed 1. Really, Kyle, you just started feeding it. Yeah, your dog likes it. You said you mixed it a little bit with, not knocking anybody with Purina, and they were picking out.
Yeah, he would go back and eat the rest of what
After.
I put in there, but he picked out the Inukshuk first.
See, there you go. And those are the toques that you could be wearing. You're just going to be picking out your favorite toques. So this isn't a participation trophy kind of thing. Like, there are going to be winners and there are going to be losers, okay? And I want everyone to feel good about it. Either way.
Last time we didn't have T-shirts that fit both of us. That's why we're going with toques this time.
Yeah, the toques one size fit all. So right here, we've got Team Deers versus Team Steers. Okay, so Team Deers will be Byron and Ben. So we got the B and the B, and Team Steers will be Dalton. Yeah. Okay, and Kyle. So we got the old Donkey Kong on this side over here. So we're fired up, ready to go, and I think you guys are going to learn something, because I know I did doing this, all right? I need more room up here, Frank. All right, so for the first question, you guys, I want to ask you the questions. I want you guys to kind of show your work, and by show your work, I mean with the partner. No, you guys can't see.
Okay.
No. Discuss back and forth, work as a team, all right? And say it out loud, because there's people listening and or watching, and they want to see you guys' genius thought process, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Lack thereof.
Probably wouldn't call that. All right, so so for the double B's, okay? Too bad we didn't have you guys weren't D's to double D's, but anyways, so for the double B's, first question. What country in Europe was the first to allow bow hunting? A, Russia, B, France, C, UK, or D, Switzerland? Okay, so Europe, what was the first country to allow bow hunting?
It's not the UK.
No,
It's not Russia.
I don't think Russia ever banned it.
I don't think Russia bans anything over there.
No, I think it's free for all.
You can't talk shit, but about who's in charge.
You might die or fall from a room, but
Yeah, you're not allowed to vote.
So yes, Switzerland or France? Probably.
Oh, okay, nice.
I'm thinking France.
Probably France.
Final answer, France.
Yeah.
Man, you guys, you're good. You're good. It is B, France. So France is the first. The rest don't, for a variety of reasons, as they think it would be easier to poach. But mainly they have the old way of thinking that it's too primitive, not ethical. So Europe, I mean, they're old school. We know that. And yeah, that's kind of why. So
Old school is an interesting way to put it, for sure.
well, they're old school. They're not modern in ways. In other ways, they are.
I actually had a guy that messaged me that seen my YouTube channel, and
Yep.
it was from somewhere in Europe. I can't remember where it was now, and he talked about that, how he loves to bow hunt, but he
they
said there's
can't.
nowhere in Europe to actually bow hunt. He didn't mention France or anything,
So
but
France, yeah,
because
Well,
he wants to
newer.
immigrate to New Brunswick. I think he said in like 26 or 27. So he's actually asking me about a bunch of questions because he said he hates it over there.
But out of all the provinces, is this one you pick?
Well, I told him,
Okay,
I'm like,
don't gotta
Well,
bash
well,
where they
let's
live.
be honest,
he likes
guys.
The,
Like,
he likes the hunting and fishing opportunities because
Yeah,
he's all
fair
about
enough.
that, and that's
Tell them to go to Texas.
that's why he really wanted to come here. I was like, well, I guess if that's what you're basing it on, and rural living and stuff, then New Brunswick you couldn't really go wrong
I
with.
don't
it.
know
That's
if
right.
I'd pick this
That's
place
right.
as the first spot if I was moving from anywhere in the world for like hunting and fishing opportunities.
No,
But
I think he was looking at the cost of living because technically we still do have the cheapest cost of living too in Canada.
Did you mention
here.
him that there's no
I
money
don't-
here to be made?
no.
Well, he has a trade, I think, of some sort, but anyway, it was interesting.
yeah,
Is
that
it related
interesting.
to here, whatever his trade is?
Yeah, carpentry, I think it was, or something
Oh.
like that.
All right. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
related to
It was
here.
interesting though because he said there's no
French
bow hunting
architect.
in Europe, so I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, very.
Yeah. No, a lot of things people don't think about. Speaking about a lot of things people don't think about, this isn't one of them for the next question. So we've got old Donkey Kong over here, the Drift Kings, Dalton and Kyle. All right. Which state is it legal, and this is not made up, which state is it legal to shoot Bigfoot? A, Florida, B, Texas, C, Arizona, or D, New Mexico? I think I gave the answer away. I did because it's multiple choice and it's in there, but which state is it legal to shoot Bigfoot?
The obvious answer is Texas, but Florida.
But yeah, Florida's a wild card.
Florida's
right?
a very wild card.
It
Yeah,
is,
like
yeah.
Florida. You hear the stereotypes about Florida. It's like yeah,
They're
it's
crazy,
very
and they
possible.
they embrace that.
Yeah. You
you
ever
know?
see the Family Guy? Anyway, I'll sidetrack the whole podcast. But
Sidetrack
Kyle,
it
what do you
some.
think?
Kyle, give her a shot.
I wouldn't have that clue. Wouldn't know.
Well, out of the states, it said Florida, Texas, Arizona,
Florida,
or New
it's
Mexico.
Florida.
Like, who's like, you know what? If you happen to see Bigfoot, give him a crack. Go ahead.
Fuck.
Give him a shot on Uncle Sam. You know.
He's saying Uncle Sam. I'm gonna go with Texas. You fine with that? I'm fine with that. Okay, let's go with Texas.
It is Texas.
Is it?
So, although the state has no official position on Bigfoot, according to Texas Parks and Wildlife
Yes.
Commission,
That would have been my shot in the dark.
Yeah, that was all I had on that one. Yeah.
well, yeah, Texas
That's
is
pretty
safe
much
because
this whole
Texas
game.
is like so cool. They're just like, yeah, let's if it exists, let's shoot it.
Yeah.
They got the Loch Ness Monster. It's on display at the Texas Wild. No, it's not, but that'd be cool. They probably could shoot it. But yeah, so although the state has no official position on Bigfoot, according to Texas Parks and Wildlife Commission, Bigfoot would be considered a non-protected, non-game animal, which can be hunted on private property with the landowner's consent at any time without a bag limit.
Nice.
So if you see big, you
Without
gotta,
a bag limit. How many?
Taking a whole family.
A truckload. Yeah.
well, I don't know, you want them breeding,
Imagine
Dalton, and
stacking them in a cattle trailer or something.
fucking up your
Yeah.
cows or something? Like,
Yeah. Everybody from Florida's gonna think we hate him now.
But you cannot kill Bigfoot in Skamana County, Washington, which considers itself a Bigfoot refugee since 1969. And Oklahoma has a live $3 million bounty on Bigfoot. If you catch him live, I know what I'd
That's
be
a
doing.
dangerous state to be
That
if you're
is.
Bigfoot, because that like there's a lot of
Or if
firearms
you've
in
got a
this state.
hairy uncle that's really tall. I wouldn't want to be him.
Put a bunch
We
of
got
growth
him!
hormones on him.
You got
growing
him.
hair and
You
stuff.
got old
Oh,
Uncle
man.
Fester there, like, I'm not Bigfoot. Like, oh, he's talking. Whoa. It's like, just go along with it, Uncle. We're going to get $3 million out of this. You're going to be on display in the museum, taxidermed, but, yeah.
You'll live on, dude.
But, yeah,
Yeah.
so you can't kill him in that county in Washington. And It's a Bigfoot refugee. So Bigfoot, if you're listening, go there. But yeah, Oklahoma, $3 million bounty. So that's interesting and intriguing.
Yeah.
Which is kind of the same word. But yeah. All right. So you guys got a point for that. I'd shoot him. Like, I would not hesitate to shoot.
I'd be so scared I'd have to shoot him. You imagine actually coming face to face with him?
Turns out it's your neighbor that just was going for a walk in the woods with this new coyote jacket. It's like, shit.
I'd still be nervous.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair
There's
enough.
a coyote walking up, right?
Before or
Yeah.
after?
Fair
Yeah.
enough. Yeah. Fair enough.
Shoot first, ask questions later.
Yeah.
Well, I'd
agreed.
shoot Bigfoot, and hopefully everyone else agrees with me, so I don't look like a dick. But like I said, no one's gonna believe you unless you did. Even
Yeah.
then, though, they're still not gonna believe you. But more people would believe you if you actually had, like, yeah, look in the back of the truck, like, just hold
You
them up
imagine
right
show up
there.
to Charlie's with that?
It's like, oh, where do you register this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
I
mean,
get Laura, see if she wants to come out and take a photo.
What do you think he weighs?
yeah.
Where did you shoot it? Yeah.
Where do you hang him up by? What about that thing in the middle? Yeah, I don't know. I've never been around Bigfoot much. But yeah, you'd think that maybe they're hanging out in that Scamana County, Washington, because it's where it's a sanctuary, and you got to wonder who there in office was like, you know what, we need to be a Bigfoot sanctuary. That's kind of an odd stance to take on anything. In 19, yeah, and well, you think there's other stuff happening that would take a precedent to that, but apparently not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone came back from Vietnam and it's like, it's real.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That could be. Yeah.
I don't know. All right, so team deers. Question: you cannot shoot what animal in the states Tennessee, Illinois, Iowa, and Wisconsin? Is it A, squirrel, B, an albino deer, C, groundhog, or D, turkey? What animal out of those ones can you not shoot?
Albino deer.
Yeah, probably albino deer.
Why?
Probably some sacred nonsense or something.
Actually, close enough. It is an albino deer, so you guys are right. I'm going to give you the point because you got the answer right. Yeah, they basically, they just kind of want it like the genes protected or whatever, but it's got to be full albino. If it has patches on it, like with piebald,
Piebald, yeah.
Piebald.
you can shoot it.
Did you see those like albino fawns that were in Havelock?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
we've got some in our area that have the genetics.
And then
I guess
there was a couple piebalds too. Kind of.
Yeah,
Do you
that's what I
want
meant,
this
the
spring?
piebalds.
I've
I
seen
haven't
a
seen all of them.
pile of piebalds around it, and I don't know what it is, but I've seen 3 different ones around the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, there's quite a few of them around.
I don't
now,
know
too.
why. I don't know if they're all just grouping up and there's a lot of inbreeding going on, or what the deal is. Isn't that what causes it, or
I think it's a genetic
is
mutation.
it a genetic mutation?
Yeah, I
Like-
think so.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
remember
Like-
seeing any when I was a kid.
Yeah, I
Like,
haven't seen any in
No,
years. and
me
then
There
all of a
was
sudden I
one.
see
There
a bunch.
used to be one a long time ago, in the field, like up past the arena here in Petty. A long time ago, it was the only one I ever saw forever. And then,
Yeah.
like you said, like there was a couple that have not far from here.
No, there's
There were
been one at
twins
the
that
end of
they're
my
talking
road.
about.
Pretty much every morning I see it, and then right where we're cutting right now, there's one hanging out there.
Really?
And then another spot where I was hunting, I've had a camera there for 3 years, and then all of a sudden, just this last couple of weeks, I've got a couple pictures of one. I'm like,
Really?
it's so weird.
Now at home, I've never seen one.
Yeah.
Never. Like
I don't know how. I mean, every animal. There's a guy.
actually,
In
there was
this
somebody
area
shot one.
Yeah, I
this
did
fall.
it was
Somebody
Lane's,
trapped an albino beaver.
cousin.
Lane's cousin
Yeah.
shot one. I did
Yeah.
Upper Hyde
Yeah.
there. and
Oh,
they-
did you?
Yeah, they hung it up in their camp. It actually turned out really good. Looks nice, actually.
You seen anything,
good.
Kyle?
We had one down home actually that was.
Was it full
I don't-
albino?
If it wasn't, it was at. I've only ever seen it once.
Yeah.
I actually have a picture of it,
Okay.
and it was at the top of Malcolm's field, Malcolm Wilson.
Yep.
Yeah, I've seen it the once. There's a few that are piebald around, quite a few actually that I've seen, and a friend of mine shot one,
I do find
That's-
there's more.
a 6-point. up
Has
on-
anyone seen a picture of an albino moose, like from anywhere in the world? I haven't.
there's one in Cape Breton. Remember they shot it?
Yeah.
No. Why'd you guys all shake your heads no then? They're like, now you remember.
I've seen some pictures of albino moose.
You
There's
saw one?
definitely-
There was another
Really?
one in Finland.
In Finland? Okay. Yeah. I've seen albino beaver this year. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, that was neat. And then I saw an albino weasel. No, weasels are all white in the
I was
winter.
gonna say they're all.
Funny story. So
They can get right close to you in the woods, eh? Like
weasels.
Yeah, they're just like. They're
Oh,
super
yeah, they're
curious. They'll
curious.
come-
Yeah,
yeah.
they're super. Yeah.
This guy I know, I'm not going to say names, I guess. But they had at their business, they had a rat problem. They had some rat traps set out and all that. And then they sent me a message like, look what one of the problem animals was, and like a weasel. And I got looking, and it was 100% someone's ferret. I was like, I said, you guys just trapped someone's pet. I was like, that is not a weasel. Someone's missing their ferret right now. But
They're frantic.
yeah, it's kind of an odd pet to have. I used to think they're kind of cool. I mean, they're a rodent, so it's weird, like purposely bringing a rodent into your house, I guess. But they're sort of neat.
I think they should all be dead.
Yeah, but weasels, people keep weasels around stuff because they're at the camp or something. They'll eat this mice.
Yeah, I've heard. I've heard tell.
Like
Old fellas used to trap them live and put them in their basement.
I've got a short-tailed weasel hanging around my garage, and a bunch of deer heads laying outside. They're out there chewing on that. You can see their tracks going, and I seen one there a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
No, apparently
But I haven't
good
seen a mouse around now all winter.
Yes, because they
I think
will.
they're just slaughtering the mice.
Yeah, they'll take care of them. It's neat. It's good. So this is for steers. Team steers. All right, question. In the Algonquin language, moose means what? A, gentle beast. B, swamp cow. C, twig eater. Or D, bog donkey. So the Algonquin language, what does moose mean? Kyle, you look like you got...
They both sound similar. B or D, they both sound similar.
So B,
Just swamp donkey.
B, swamped cow, and D is bog donkey. So your options are A, gentle beast. B, swamp cow. C, twig eater. Or D, bog donkey. I don't know. I've never found them to be gentle.
One or the other. You decide.
It's one of those there. So, so what are you guys between? B and D, swamp cow and bog donkey. Okay, hey, that's not bad. Pick one.
Swamp cow.
Swamp cow.
Yeah, I would say.
You guys have picked wrong. We're going to Team Deers.
Well, the Algonquin would be a pre-European language, so like they wouldn't have any point of reference for a cow or a donkey.
Okay,
I'm
listen to
thinking
the
like
farmer
twig
here.
eater or something
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
twig eater.
I'm pretty sure.
Twig eater.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Good work, boys. You guys got it. Man, that's not bad.
I feel like I've heard that somewhere before, though.
Yep. So yeah. So they are the twig eater. And then a little bit of fact, moose eat any kind of vegetation and require almost 10,000 calories a day. They also, like cows, I didn't know this, have 4 chambered stomachs. The
'cause they're
ruminants.
ruminant.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Same.
Cloven hooves, ruminant.
Yeah, but I didn't think all of them do
Yeah, all of them do.
if they have hooves.
If they have cloven hooves, yeah.
Yeah, like
All
I knew
ruminants.
cows that had 4 stomachs and all that. Yeah, moose, same thing.
Yeah.
So that's kind of interesting. Good job. That's good. You know anything else about the Algonquin?
We'll may
Language?
get into that later.
Okay, all right. I guess you guys get the next question then. So we're going all the way around the world in this one. So in most all of Africa, by law, what is the minimum caliber required for dangerous game? Is it A, the 375, B, the 416, C, 338, or D, the 500 Nitro Express Super Magnum Deluxe? I made that up, but 500 Nitro Express.
Oh, it's either the 375 or the 338.
I think it's... Oh, man. I want to say A, but...
A is the...
A is the 375.
Yeah.
For some reason, I feel like it's that, but... I mean,
Well,
338 do just as much damage.
yeah.
Well,
But like you kind of think that like the 375
But,
was like
so-
the common caliber. that
That's
they
what I'm
would-
thinking.
but we're gonna go over
They're
like
a
what are the
African,
dangerous?
like a classic African
Yeah, because
gun.
all the dangerous game rifles are all
375.
375.
Yeah. That's
Well, what
true.
are the dangerous game?
So you
Well-
like rhinos and hippos.
Hippos.
And, yeah.
Cape Buffalo and
Cape
stuff. So I mean,
Buffalo.
you're gonna need a big gun.
Yeah, I'd go with A.
Let's go with that.
You're going A 375.
I would.
Boy, you guys are just wearing out my marker. Boy, the reigning champs. I don't know, boys. Not impressed. So yeah, it is the 375. So while not recommended to use on everything, the 375 is the minimum caliber required for the big game, the dangerous game in Africa. Yeah. So if you guys go in Africa, remember, minimum 375. Okay. All right. Team Steers. Boys, we got to get some points up. And this question's not going to help you, I don't think. This is a shot in the dark for you. So, what before you guys answer, I want to say something about this question. So, what is the first dog breed specifically used for hunting? Is it A, the dojo, B, I'm going to butcher these words, Saluki, C, the Momo, or D, the Kayesto? And here's the thing. So there's A, B, C, and D. One of these is right. The other ones I completely made up.
And all 4 of them I've never heard tell of.
The other ones I've completely made up the words.
You've made up 3 dog breeds.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
One of them's real.
Say them again.
So A, I'm not kidding. I did make 3 of them up. A, the dojo. B, the Saluki. C, the Momo. Or D, the Kayesto. Cayusto. Mm-hmm.
What is it?
The Cayusto.
Well, I'm thinking that because he doesn't know how to pronounce it exactly.
Yeah,
That's the only thing I have to go off here, boys. I got no idea.
That's a good catch.
That's all I got, too.
Yeah.
You're happy with that?
Yep.
That's what you guys are going with?
Sure.
Okay, you guys went with the wrong one. No, that question was insane. All right, boys. So it's not that one. So is it the dojo?
I feel like a
The
dojo is a bird
Saluki,
or some weird thing
or
or
the-
something. You know what I mean?
or the Momo? The first dog breed specifically used for hunting.
I have no idea.
It's a tough one.
Say the answers
I'm
again.
curious as to how he struggled to pronounce a word that he made up.
Oh, exactly, yeah. That's why I told him to repeat them. I heard him the whole
It
time.
threw me off as well, okay? Like, everyone got surprised on this one. I can hardly read my own writing sometimes, so the fact that we've
Guess
gotten
you
this
say
far
we did,
and I had trouble with pronunciation.
Well, you guys got a
surprises me.
33% chance.
Well, I
We
feel
had
like
a
it's B.
25% chance.
So B was what?
The Saluki.
No, C then.
C is the Momo.
You guys going with that one?
Sure.
Okay, you guys went with the wrong one as well. It is it's the Saluki.
Really?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
So I made up the dojo, the Momo, and the Cayusto.
See, I thought...
It was either B or D for me. Where you were really struggling.
Yeah, that was the only thing I had to go off of, so...
I know. I don't know why I was struggling with the. I mean, I came up with this trivia thing like almost a month ago, so I must.
You should have been practicing.
I'm trying to think of
So
what
have
I
you
was.
applied this new name to anything else?
Yeah. Actually, a lot of the other questions I made.
I
up
thought it
too,
might
yeah.
have been the Momo because
that's what I was thinking of. Something like like some ancient
Like the
hunting
dodo?
dog or something.
You guys are thinking of the dodo.
Well, I was thinking that, and I was thinking that is way too stupid of a word for him to even make up. But
I was
here
impressed
am
because
wrong
I
again.
asked my wife those questions, and yeah, she's like, "You made those up?" I'm like, "Yeah, I did." Same as the moose one, the gentle beast, the swamp cow, and the bog donkey. I made up,
Yeah.
but the twig eater sounds made up too. But anyways, the Saluki. So the Saluki was graphically depicted in Egyptian tombs from 2100 BC, and it is estimated that its body was often mummified like the bodies of the pharaohs. They were mainly used for retrieving, which I was surprised about because I saw an ancient depiction of, not a picture, because 2100 BC, and they look kind of like your greyhounds or your whippets. So I thought they'd be like, grabbing the game, and they do. They retrieve it, but I don't know. They were killed before, I guess, or something. Or actually, looking back, maybe they would retrieving count if they kill it and bring it back?
What were they hunting with him?
I think like rabbits and stuff is in Egypt and stuff. So yeah,
I don't think Egypt has any rabbits.
yeah, sure they do.
Do they?
Maybe.
I was thinking the exact same
some
thing.
of them
What?
desert rabbits and
Well,
stuff.
okay.
over
What are they bringing back then?
Well, probably birds.
Camels?
there. Birds.
I was gonna say that as a joke, but I don't know.
Yeah, but
Lizards.
all right, maybe birds. But like I said, I was looking
Maybe
at
there's
them. and
camel has a secret spot that you can grab them.
no, but they look like greyhounds
like a
and
funny
stuff.
bone or something.
Yeah, let's grab them by the tail or something, bring them on home.
Maybe.
That's probably what I do.
I wasn't looking like that much into like the cave pictures.
Well, now
and
I
whatever
want to
they call
know
them.
what they hunt with dogs in Egypt.
Oh, I thought they went
did
after like
with dogs.
jackrabbit or something. They're in the desert, right?
Birds.
Are they?
Birds.
There could be.
It's gotta be birds.
Egypt, they're not in the jungle.
I don't think
Well,
there's-
no,
ever see
I
a
know
picture of
that.
the
No,
pyramid?
that's not what I
They're
meant.
not
I meant
surrounded
there
by
are
lush
rabbits.
bush.
There are rabbits.
we're gonna
in the
find it
desert,
right
so
now,
that's-
gentlemen.
You heard it here
there
first.
rabbits
All right,
in
so
Egypt?
I'm saying there are jackrabbits in Egypt. Anyone What do you guys?
I guess
I don't think so, but maybe. They like cover, and there's no cover there.
Well, in spots.
In spots.
if I
what
get
do you
any
mean?
internet.
Yeah,
Oh,
I tried
good
a while
luck.
ago. There's
Getting a
not much
tumbleweed and go
internet
roll
in the
through the
basement.
desert or something? What do they do?
I don't know.
Shit! There is 3 breeds of rabbits.
Oh, okay.
Aren't we dumb?
Now we
yeah.
yeah, you are.
Yeah.
This is why I'm hosting.
Well, no, I don't know if they're wild though. It says
What?
no. Okay, but yeah, I guess they are wild.
Yeah.
Okay, but they have the Baladi rabbit. Is an Egyptian rabbit that has been bred to cope with Egyptian climate. It is used primarily for meat production, much like the Boscott rabbit.
These sound as
Baladi
made up as
rabbits.
the words that I came up with
Well,
earlier.
this is just like this is
Yeah.
from Urban Dictionary, so it's a very reliable source.
Definitely.
Kyle, you got some? You got something to say?
No, I don't.
All right. I thought you had something. Those sound made up. Hey, so there are rabbits in Egypt. So,
Yeah, that's. What
anyways, maybe don't argue with me.
We had a
next
really
time.
good reputation before this episode started.
Is
Now it
Hunts on
sucks.
Outfitting going to offer guided tours?
We suck.
Of Egypt?
Yeah, no,
maybe
like-
if you
like
pay
the-
for me to go there.
Yeah, bring the beagles
Yeah, there you go.
around
Yeah.
the pyramids, running around.
Imagine.
Can you imagine riding a camel hunting rabbits? That'd be
Yeah,
incredible.
That'd be all right, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Until you find out the camels are gun shy. You'd be getting a hump right in the face.
Well, I think you might get it somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's true.
How do you ride camels? Do you sit on the hump?
Yeah, I think
No,
you sit on
why
the
would
hump.
you sit on the?
No, I
Where
think
else
you
are you gonna
sit. You
sit?
sit right behind the hump, don't you, or something like that?
Yeah, I don't think you sit on top of it.
Why?
You'd fall off.
No, I think they
Oh,
sit on the hump.
I would.
You sit on the hump?
No, I'd fall off.
Oh, I was gonna say you get a free prostate exam in the process. This is Dr. Camel. All right,
You're
so
clear, dude.
yeah, yeah. Whose turn is it? Team Deers? No.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, because
it
we get
is.
asked a question, we get it wrong. They
Boy,
get it
every
wrong.
time we do this, it's never like neck and neck. This being the second one, it's always like one team.
Well,
like
probably
it's a
because you made
landslide.
up 3 dog breeds and asked us a question about shit that was written on
But-
cave
yeah,
wall,
but
or pyramid walls.
One of them was not made up. So,
Yeah.
all right. So this one here, this one actually might be tougher. I know what one you guys are. All right, I'll give you a hint. No, I.
No, ask him the fucking question.
I'm gonna.
You done?
So this will be interesting. So,
Why you
so
giving it to
Team
him?
Deers, which is the oldest gun company? Is it A, Browning, B, Seiko, C, Beretta, or D, Winchester? Actually, this one's kind of tough because
That is tough.
there's 2 on there that were,
I think it's Beretta
final answer.
because John Browning is from the early part of the 20th century, and Winchester's from
That's true.
the mid part of the 19th century.
You milk cows, read history books all day. I'm impressed.
All right, I'll go
So-
with that then. Yeah, sure.
You guys are going with what?
It's either I'm not sure if Sacco is older, but I want to say Beretta.
You're right with Beretta.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Beretta was established in 1526 in Brescia, Italy.
Wow.
That surprised me. I know it.
Italian? That surprised you? Really?
Yeah. Get a nice gun here, or whatever they say. But no, I was. I mean, obviously, I thought somebody would go with Browning or Winchester, but John A. Browning, he was
Yeah,
kind of
it's not
newer.
that old.
Yeah,
Yeah, because John
Yeah.
A. Browning is
That's new.
that's newer.
newer.
I was
Well,
surprised
the way that I was
1526.
processing that was like John A. Browning. Was he not the one that created the first semi-automatic shotgun? And that wasn't that,
That could
long
be.
ago. In
He's
history.
the one
Yeah,
that
that
got
could
the
be.
first. I'm pretty sure he got the first big contract with,
With
the
the military.
military.
Yeah,
with the
he
hand-
sold.
Was it the First World War that he had that?
Yeah, First World War because he had the 1911.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
but before that,
Yep.
he had sold his patent to a bunch of different companies. For
something
the
like that, yeah.
the I don't remember the model number of it. Anyway,
All right, that didn't go far.
no, it was just that's how I processed it.
I was surprised though with Beretta. I didn't think they're that old really. But
Right on.
good job, boys. All right, so Team Steers. Question. Now, this one's interesting, and I guarantee you guys probably don't know this either. This one's we'll see. You do.
So we probably know it.
Yeah, there you
Go
go.
ahead.
Okay, good. So I just might as well mark the point
probably
right on
don't.
there. So Daisy Outdoor Products. Everyone remembers the Daisy Red Ryder BB guns. Remember that Christmas movie and stuff. Daisy Outdoor Products, before they became well known as a BB gun seller, originally sold what? Was it A, windmills, B,
Yeah.
I don't even know. Oh, bicycles. I can't read my own writing. A, windmills. B, bicycles. C, hammocks. Or D, lawn chairs. So what
I
did
think I know it too.
the BB company, Daisy, used to sell before they became known for their BB guns? I
I
want
wanna say bicycles.
It was interesting. You want to say bicycles?
Yeah.
Well, Kyle, you're not sure? Well, Dalton, you want to go with the wrong answer,
I know.
apparently, because...
I've been wrong way too many times, Kyle. You should answer this.
But I found this one interesting. I didn't know any of this, but Daisy is cool. I thought they always sold...
Well, I'm
BB
thinking
guns.
Red Rider.
Yeah, the
is
Daisy.
what
Yeah,
I'm thinking
that's
about.
the company. Yeah,
Yeah.
The Daisy, the BB gun, the Red Rider.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
And
the
you know
company
you're
we're
right,
talking
but,
about.
like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
I thought there was something I watched. I watched something one time on this.
I don't know. They had a Christmas movie.
No. I watched the history.
Did
thing
his
on
eye
this.
come out, or did it not?
What's that?
Walter's eye in that Christmas movie.
No,
I don't know.
Was his name Walter?
I don't think it was Walter. Who names their kid Walter?
Okay. Anyway,
Kids
back
aren't
at
named
her.
Walter. All
Back
people
at
named
her.
Walter are at least 40 and up.
I'm gonna let you decide.
Well, I think he just gave it away. Anyway, he thought that was your final answer.
No, well, all right, I'll give you some help. It's not bicycles. So is it windmills, hammocks, or lawn chairs?
We'll go with lawn chairs.
It's not lawn chairs either.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I'm going to let you guys try it.
It's windmills.
I was gonna say
but
bicycles
you guys-
or windmills was mine.
Oh yeah, well I thought it was bicycles first. But
Oh,
then-
so you guys
me
both
too.
thought. All right, so you
Yeah.
guys were all right.
I
Don't
could
feel
tell
so
by
bad.
the way they flinched when I said it.
Yeah.
I could see them moving. And I was like,
He said
okay, they're
bicycles, I'm
thinking
like,
it too.
Well, you
yeah.
guys were feeling because
Yeah.
I heard you guys like, I know this one.
Yeah, I was 100% sure it was bicycles.
Yeah,
Nope.
I was quite sure. it
I'm not
was,
giving
but
this
I'll
point
go
to
with
anybody.
Windmills, so for
Okay.
sure, yeah.
I'm not giving this point to anybody. I just want to say, anyway, so it's windmills.
Okay.
So they would give a complimentary BB gun with a windmill purchase. The BB guns became so popular that they stopped the windmills and just focused on the guns.
Wow.
I found that interesting. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
that's
I thought
cool.
they always just sold BB guns. But yeah, the Daisy Red Rider BB gun, that's probably one of the most iconic and most well-known BB guns. That you guys name another BB gun?
Mm.
No, right?
Just bought my kids a couple for Christmas this year. So
Were they the Daisies?
yeah, they
crazy.
are,
Yeah.
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 And then remember the Daisies, those black ones, they'd have to pump.
Oh yeah.
Like one,
things were
2,
never as
3,
good.
and you're like
No.
4.
They tell you to pump it like once or twice, and you pump it
Oh,
25
yeah.
times.
We'd always just
Yeah.
pump the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
See how
it
fast
never
it
made
would
it
go.
any better.
Yeah, they didn't know.
I still missed. Yeah.
The thing would be like levitating with how much air's in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it never made it any better.
No, well,
I had this one that would shoot BBs and pellets.
Mhm.
You ever
Oh,
see them?
yeah,
You pull
yeah.
a little hammer back.
Yeah,
They were shit.
yeah,
They were terrible.
they weren't that great.
They were
Yeah.
worse than the lever action ones that you could just pump once.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The Phantom one, the Crosman Phantom one, that was probably the best one that I ever had.
My
I like
cousin
that.
had one like that, and
Yeah.
it didn't work that great. So then I
Really?
got a break barrel one,
Yeah, that's
just
what
a
mine
single
was.
shot pellet
yeah.
gun, and it
Yeah.
was just a world better. Like
Yeah, they
super
are.
reliable.
Then you
shot
get
good.
the .22 caliber.
Yeah, that
They
would be
were-
the
see,
one.
I'd like
yeah,
one.
yeah.
I want one of
223,
them.
Yeah.
.22.
You can have
Oh,
a
it has
PAL for
point-
those though.
.177.
What's
Don't
that?
you? Yeah, PAL for those, don't you? Because they shoot over.
1,250 feet per
No, if
second.
I
They have
thought it was
to shoot.
It's over,
500.
it's
Is it
over
500?
499, isn't it? Over 499, you get to get a PAL or something.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Considered a firearm.
I
or
don't
something
know.
Some stupid Canadian law that we got.
because most of them are like 495, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause
Yes.
I think that's the law. It's like,
Yeah.
If
'cause
it
they're trying to
goes
squeak
over
under there.
that,
That's
Yeah.
right.
then you have to have your special license.
And I mean, what the
But
point
I
is
thought the
that?
ones I just remember looking in the SIR mail order books,
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure it was the ones that were like 1,250 feet per second.
Could be.
I'd like
I
a
think you needed a-
.22 caliber.
I miss
one.
them SIR mail order books.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, you could look at guns.
I think those are the high powered ones that you definitely need to.
Oh,
Yeah.
But
You
what's
can
the
have-
point of having a 1250 one if you could just get a 22?
Just get a 22.
because
yeah.
it's a pellet gun.
It would be
it's
cheaper
cool.
to shoot, probably.
I think.
Yeah, it
I
is
think
way cheaper to shoot.
I've seen them.
way
They
cheaper.
hunt like
yeah.
rats in Europe with them.
Yeah.
Man,
at
you can
night.
get pellet
I've seen
guns that you
videos
can
of
take
that.
out a friggin' deer with now. Yeah, they make them real big and powerful.
Wasn't there one where they shot
Really
like
cool.
a hog with one?
Oh yeah, yeah. What was it? Keith Warren had a video. He shot a pretty good sized hog where they hit him right in the ear. I think it's a .22 or .25 caliber one. But yeah, really cool.
Hmm.
I'd like one. I think it'd be fun.
It would be like shooting suppressed, basically.
I mean, I'd like a hog,
Yeah, you want a hog
not,
in
Oh,
the
you
backyard.
want
not a
hog.
pellet gun. Yeah.
Co-op will sell you that.
I don't know. Wild boar would be kind of cool to have.
Yeah.
Till it got out and then
Just
just like
release them.
Wasn't there-
deny,
didn't
deny,
Brabants,
deny.
when they had wild hogs, didn't they get out one time and wasn't it like a huge deal?
Yeah, wild hogs. Yeah, I know it's like people that have the states that have them. It's a, I don't know if you call it catch-22, but like the outfitters love it because they're making money off this. But I couldn't imagine trying to be a farmer and having those things come in. I've seen what domestic pigs can do. I could not imagine the damage.
Well, even the bears around here, the damage they do in cornfields. If you had a bunch of hogs, it'd
it'd
be even
be
worse.
Yeah,
It's
Ken, you
terrible.
were up at ours when the Bears went through it. You remember that year?
Yeah, yeah.
That was the first. That was the year before you had the dogs.
Yes, right. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot. Even the coons, the coons do a lot of damage. But the wild boar, I couldn't imagine. Like, boy, it'd be bad. I salute those farmers that just keep.
But do you remember that
going.
story though? Like Nightville. Do you remember Brabants that used to have the wild boar business down there?
Yeah, there's a family around here that used
They
to
don't
have
still do
wild
that?
boar. No.
And then
They
they
don't
got the
have any.
wedding venue there now.
Yeah. But they had them fenced in on like 10 acres, and they had like electric fence, and then they have the page wire, and then I'm pretty sure they had like electric on the other side of that.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're vicious. The guy was telling us how one time when he first built it, it was on a deer path, and a buck had gotten in there, and the boars had like gotten hold of it and ate it. The whole thing. It's like, yeah. That
Well,
was,
there's always the stories about hog farmers having heart attacks in the barn.
yeah.
Yeah, and the hogs eating them.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
just
they
all
will.
they find is the belt
Yeah.
buckle.
Well, like that Robert Latimer there, that serial
Oh,
killer.
Robert Picton.
Or
Yeah,
Robert
yeah,
Picton,
Picton.
that's what I mean.
Is that our only serial killer in Canada?
no.
No, there's been lots.
Okay.
But yeah, he was feeding all the hookers
Willie
to the
Picton.
pigs out there.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he was feeding hookers
That's what
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
to the pigs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
All this year.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah,
I'm
pigs.
sure we've had a few.
Pigs are
There's
deadly.
been lots.
Do you guys remember that? Hearing about that guy from Belle Isle that killed like a couple people down there?
No.
That was in the 80s. And then I looked it up, and it was a real thing because someone was telling me about it, and I thought they were not telling the truth. And I looked it up, and there was a guy down there that did kill a few people.
Really?
Yeah, back in like the 80s or 90s.
Well, speaking about something that's dangerous, what are we on Team Steers?
No.
Yeah,
I'm back with you guys.
Yeah, right? 'Cause
No, you guys had the last.
where are we at?
Yeah,
no-
nobody
nobody
got
got
that.
the
But you
last
guys, yeah, all right. So Team Deers.
I was really confident about the last one too.
Yeah, so
I know you guys sounded it. You guys,
for sure.
yeah, I heard it. I heard the confidence. Like, oh, I know this.
Getting ahead of myself.
Yeah.
here.
So what is considered the most dangerous animal to hunt? Is it A, the elephant, B, the leopard, C, the Cape buffalo, or D, the crocodile? What is considered the most dangerous animal
C.
to hunt?
So what is C? The C is
Water
the
buffalo.
Water buffalo.
Cape, no,
Cape buffalo.
Cape buffalo.
big difference.
Yeah, Cape buffalo.
Okay,
You guys are going with that?
Yeah.
sure.
Well, you guys are going with another point on the board. Let me tell you what. It is the Cape buffalo. So the Cape buffalo is considered by most to be the most dangerous animal to hunt. Known as Black Death, they are known to lie in wait and charge at speeds of up to 35 miles per hour. They have stalked many hunting parties this way. The estimates are that they kill around 200 people a year. Can you imagine? It's a cow. So,
Definitely not a cow.
You know, like, there's this species extinct now, but Aurorax, which is the native cow species to Europe.
okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, but
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't.
So like they used to do that kind of thing. Like there's all these ancient stories and stuff about them from the Middle Ages and ancient times about Aurorax.
really?
And that's why, like, when you see those cows in the cave paintings and stuff in France, that's what it is. It's an Aurorax.
Oh yeah. I've seen pictures of that. Well, I guess the Cape buffalo, this is what I've heard, and I'm gonna butcher this and someone's gonna say I'm wrong, but you're wrong. So apparently why the Cape buffalo were so dangerous and everything is that years ago there was there's something that went through the herd. I forget what it was. It wasn't foot and mouth disease because apparently most of them carry that anyways and they can live with it just fine. But they had something go through and it wiped out most of the Cape buffalo. So then they were just dying everywhere. So then the predator populations went way up, right? Because like they had lots of food to eat and everything. So then once the buffalo population was able to deal and bounce back from whatever disease was going through, it was doing better and stronger. But there wasn't as many dying, right? So then the predator populations were still that high, and the buffalo. So all these predators had to eat. So the buffalo that ended up surviving all of those and teeth trying to kill them became really mean and really ferocious, and like instead of just waiting for the predator to come to them, they'd meet it head on if they saw one. And those are the genetics that lasted through. So that's why today's Cape buffalo apparently are so aggressive and deadly.
It's probably because those are the ones that survived.
Yes, it's the ones that survived because there's such an influx of predators.
So unlike most species in history, they actually fought off their extinction.
Kind of.
Yep.
Yeah, kind of. Yep. Yeah, so that's the thing. Have you guys seen those videos though where and you know, as guys I was talking this would hurt. So hyenas have so much power in their jaw and everything, and they'll come up behind Cape Buffalo, sneak up and like grab a hold of their nuts and like just take them off. Like it's like, no wonder they're so cranky, right? just out for a morning stroll off to the fresh grass with some dew on it, and this friggin' hyena just takes her nuts off. It's like, I'd be a little sour too. You think about how some people are before it. Well, you think about how some people are before they have their coffee, right? Like, you imagine just like just going along, just So I'll let them have it. A little bit cranky. All right, so this is for Team Steers, okay? This is a true or false. True or false?
God.
No predators are known to hunt and eat striped skunks. No predators are known to purposely hunt and eat striped skunks. And if anyone doesn't know, skunks stink.
It's false.
It is false. I'm going to give you guys a little check there. It is false. So great horned owls are known to hunt and eat striped skunks.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It is
You
interesting.
ever seen a baby skunk?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw like a whole crew of them this summer.
Is that what?
It's a herd.
Herd?
I'm just kidding. I have no idea.
I don't know what the
I
whole
You
like-
guys believe me though, didn't
I
you?
like a skunk.
No, I did not believe you for a second. I like that, the crew.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm going to call it that. Oh, there's a crew of deer out there. It sounds kind of dangerous. Like, I'm not going to go to my tree stand right now. That crew of deer's out
Yeah,
there.
it kind of sounds like a gang.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I implied it with intimidation in mind. That crew of skunks.
I felt it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I smelled it.
Actually,
Yeah.
if I did see a crew of skunks or a herd or whatever the hell they're called,
Flock.
a flock of
Flock
skunks,
of skunks.
I would be leaving. Yeah. They just kind of get, they got so much attitude behind them.
I was checking on the cows this summer, and the grass is fairly tall or whatever. I came within 5 or 6 feet of a skunk, like walked up on
Oh
it,
yeah.
not paying attention.
Yeah.
I headed the other direction really fast, like
Yeah.
ran.
Yeah.
But if you don't like spook them, I find they're pretty good. They won't
All
do
right,
much.
I've got the craziest story about a skunk.
All right, let's hear it.
We went outside. We were leaving somewhere, and my dog was outside. And here comes a skunk walking across the yard, and she had her nose right up its arse, smelling it. Didn't do nothing, like they were best friends.
Really?
And then, like 2 years later, I don't know if it's the same skunk or not. My other dog, the younger one, was out yapping at it, and it turned around and just soaked her so bad. She was like rolling in the dirt. It's like, so
It
why?
can kill them.
Why didn't it spray the older dog?
The
Didn't
other
see it
one
as a
must have been
threat.
a dud.
Didn't see it as a threat.
Like it didn't even hardly put its tail up or nothing. It just kind of sauntered along.
That's what it is.
really?
It didn't see it as a threat.
Didn't even
Weird.
care.
But sometimes I find like if you
It's
get
weird.
near them, if you get too close to them, they'll just kind of wander
Yeah,
away.
it just
Like,
kind
they
of
don't
wandered
really,
away, and like my dog, it didn't bark at it. Just kind of
Yeah.
smelt it and
Yeah.
kind of just walked off into the ditch. And
Yeah, well, that's what it kind of did with me this summer.
it was
But, like,
weird.
I find
My
that-
grandfather used to tell me that if you shoot a skunk in the spine, it won't spray.
I heard in the lungs.
I don't know.
That's
How many
what I
people
heard.
do you know that have got a lung shot on a skunk?
Actually, I know this one guy in Chicago that I don't know anybody.
But anyway, yeah, that's what
That's
he
weird,
always
eh?
said.
I've never had a problem
because
with him.
apparently its spine, something will break in there and something will block their
I
Whatever
get within
runs
3
their
feet,
sprayer.
and you can experiment. Yeah,
No.
Yeah, just
I'm gonna take his word for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And tomato juice does not work.
I heard if you lift up their
Whatsoever
tail,
for a
if you pick
sprayed
them up by
dog.
the tail, they can't
Yeah, I
spray.
bet.
yeah.
That's bullshit. But the one I picked up by the tail can spray. No, remember I read that somewhere. Somebody's like, yeah, if you pick them up with the tail, they can't spray because they have to lift their tail to spray. It's like, I don't know. It doesn't
I
make
was
sense.
not allowed to attend my high school graduation.
Yeah.
Because I didn't graduate.
Well, I've got a story about a skunk. So my nephew and his friend one time, there was a skunk hanging around at my parents', and it was digging up the lawn. It sprayed the dog and the cat actually. So then, anyways, we're like, we're gonna take care of him. So I had my nephew with me and his friend, and I told him, I said, all right, I said I'm gonna go this way. I said, you guys go that way. I said, if you see the skunk, because I knew the area he was kind of hanging out in, it was an area with like, is really thick with a bunch of fir trees and all that, like younger ones. And I said, if you see it, I said, one of you guys just stays with the skunk quietly. The other one comes and gets me. Like, okay. So then we're out, and then all of a sudden they both come running out to me. We found it. We found it. And I was like, well, who stayed with it? They like look at each other. I thought you were staying. I thought you were. And like arguing. I'm like, all right, whatever. I said, we'll go back out and look for it. So we go out, and we're looking. It's this fir thicket. And we're looking in. And then I'm asking them. I was like, all right. So if you see anything, just quietly tell me, all right? And then anyways, my nephew, Zach, he might be listening to this. He used to have a really high-pitched voice. And Zach's like, I see it. Anyways, and then all of a sudden, I could just smell this skunk. They're like, ah! They just go running through. I'm like, oh, my word. And anyways, yeah, they scared it, and they dealt with the consequences after. Yeah, so, anyways, I never got it.
So they got it.
Oh, yeah, I had to deal with those two idiots running through the field and scaring the cows and smelling like skunk. And anyways, yeah, lesson learned there. Told them next time, don't.
So what does it take to get the skunk smell off?
Baking soda,
Yeah, vinegar.
vinegar too. Yeah.
That's what we've done before with dogs, vinegar and
Okay.
stuff. Yeah, spray with vinegar and just wait it out. It's gonna stay for a
Yeah.
while.
It's bad.
But they don't want to spray, right? Because it's like snakes and stuff. Like I think it works with a lot of them. Like all their venom, they have to build it back up. And same as skunks, right? They can't just go like shooting them off like Spider-Man's webs. They've got to build it back up. So they'd rather not spray, and they'll do like that.
Posturing or whatever.
Yeah, they'll bluff charge in, like act like they're gonna and stuff, but they don't want to.
Yeah, my dog growing up got sprayed like twice. It's like one back to back. Like as soon as we got him cleaned up, there was the other skunk out in the yard, and sure enough, he was out through the door after it.
The other skunks just watch like, hey, you guys get that dog nice and clean. Comes up here, I'm just gonna let her rip.
Took the whole summer like to get him cleaned
Oh
up.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
and then every time it rains,
Oh yeah.
you smell it again and stuff. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, the smell comes right back when he gets like wet or whatever. Yeah. The
Oh,
dog
yeah.
does, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Bought that dog
It's-
shampoo that doesn't do anything.
no, that won't. No, like I said, vinegar. Vinegar, I find works the best.
Yeah.
Or just plug your nose, I guess.
Don't
All right.
get off the couch.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's right. Don't let them in the house. So we have a bonus question. So I'm gonna give this to. How about this? All or nothing. I'm gonna give this if you guys are okay with it, and if you're not, that's all right, 'cause I'm the host. To team. So Team Deers is winning by a long shot. Old BB, but old DK, Dalton and Kyle, Team Steers. I'm gonna give you guys this question. If you guys get this right, we'll tie it up. All right. So, what is the dangly, ugly thing coming off of Kyle's coming off? What is the dangly, ugly thing coming off a turkey's nose called? This could tie it up. You know, you see that thing that looks like a weird boogie or something.
Yeah, I know it too.
Well, go ahead and share.
If I could think of it, I would.
Is it right on the tip of your tongue or the tip of your nose? You might say. This could. I'll tie it up right now. Nothing. That's all right, guys. You guys were. You can't be champs every time. I'll give you guys another. Well, Dalton, you gonna take a stab at it?
No, I'm not. I'm just waiting for you
Okay.
to say something. I can't remember. I know.
You don't gotta wait long.
You're gonna tell me, and I'm gonna go. Oh shit. Yeah.
Schnoodle. What were you gonna? Why are you looking at me like
Wasn't
that?
that?
What were you
I
gonna
didn't
say?
know it. I guess.
What were you gonna say? You weren't sure. Not
If
a
I
schnoodle.
had an answer, I'd have given it to you.
So yeah, it's called the dangly thing on the turkey's nose. It's wagging around a schnoodle. SCHNOODLE. Studies show that the snood length can have an effect on sexual selection. So,
Is there a human comparison?
a wiener. Anyway, so the females will choose males sometimes depending on the length of their snoodle, and it's also.
You're kidding, right?
I'm not kidding.
Really?
No.
I guess they are ugly. Like you got to look for something in them, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Apparently,
Turkeys are
check
huge.
out their snoodles. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
well. They look at. I mean, I know when you shoot a turkey stuff, you look at the fighting spurs on them, and obviously they're fan. But yeah,
And then now you look at the schnoodle.
yeah, you look at the schnoodle.
There
So
you
we
go.
knew
Is it the schnoodle or the snoodle?
schnoodle.
Okay.
SCH.
So who
Yeah.
came up with that?
Germans.
Yeah, Levi Schnoodle actually. No, I don't made that up. But
Have you?
what?
Yeah, I have heard that before.
You've heard that?
recently
Yeah.
on a
Well,
podcast,
it's a
and I could
weird
not think of it.
thing, right? It's random, but yeah.
Hmm.
So the hens will, and then apparently it's like a mood ring. So if the turkeys are like real mad, it'll turn red, and if they're happy, it kind of goes to a more mellow white. I completely made that up, but but it would be interesting if that's how it worked.
You had me with that one too.
Yeah.
I was giving you a very skeptical look there.
Yeah, I
You
was
were,
like,
yeah, no,
gotta
you were.
be making that up.
Um,
I'm like, maybe. I
see.
don't know.
That's how my schnoodle
You have
works.
a lot of power as the host, so you can just tell us nonsense.
My schnoodle's red, but I'm happy. Okay, now this isn't appropriate for kids. So
It's
boys,
easy.
you guys have your new Inuk Shook Toques, all
All
right?
right,
Sweet.
thank you.
Which is nice catch, Ben. He missed it.
Nice
Um,
roll.
We've had some pretty good snap of cold weather here, so lately those are gonna come in handy.
That'll come in handy. Yeah.
Guys, thanks for coming out and participating. Someone had to lose. I'm glad you guys took that position. But last time it
Thanks
wasn't
for
you.
having us. Yeah.
And
What was the final score again?
yeah, we're like 6-2.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But there's 10 questions, so that doesn't make sense.
No.
Anyways.
Yeah, because I think a couple nobody got.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
yes.
that's right.
Yeah.
Good
Oh,
math
yeah, that's right.
going
Yeah,
on there.
including the schnoodle one. So,
Yeah.
glad you guys paying attention. That's why it's not just me running this program here. So until next time, shoot straight, vote right, keep your strings tight, and we'll hear from you again.